Hey, this is Kristen, and we are back for day 3 of the Swedish Death Cleaning Challenge that I am doing this summer. And we are in my basement at the basement closet. It's not terrible. I mean, when I open the door, skeletons are not going to fall out. Um, but there is a lot of stuff in here that I haven't dealt with in a long time. So I'm going to take you with me. You'll be hearing my thinking process as I go along. And I only have like an hour and a half to do this, so we'll see how far we get. All right, let's take a look. So we'll turn that on. All right, I guess we'll start with this side because you can see that side the best from this angle, and then we'll switch to the other side. So on the top, we have a bunch of games. And actually, there's a little thermometer in here. It is 78 degrees, 57% humidity, which really isn't bad for a closet. It's better to get it down to 50%, but anything under 60% is, from what I remember, will keep the mildew from growing. But this, I think, I thought this had cedar lining, but it looks like it's just regular paneling in here. Um, but I do have one of these damp rid things in here with the crystals in it that slowly turn to liquid and help to keep the air dry in here. So this is almost done. I need to replace that soon. So that kind of helps keep things in better shape in here. And I added a couple drops of lavender the other day to make it smell a little nicer in here. So anyway, I'm going to set this aside. So these are not all my games, our games, the family games. I have our favorite games on the shelf in the family room because we didn't have enough room for all of them. And so I put the ones we don't use very often here, and also the Legos, which my kids used to play with. And all my kids are grown up. So I think I'm just going to take all those games off the shelf and donate them, or take a picture of them and send them to my kids to see if they want any of them. And the Legos, especially, they might want those, or I don't know if my husband wants them back or not. So let me do that, and then we'll move on to what's on the hangers here. All right. Actually, I think I'm going to take a picture of them while they're still on the shelf. Okay. I don't know why my camera is being so slow to take pictures. Um, there's this black box up here. Oh, it's connects. Okay. I'm just going to put all these in the family room. Then when the kids come over, it'll be easier for them to see all the games. We've got Sorry Sliders, Wheel of Fortune, Battleship, Clue. This is the Legos box. My husband custom made a big cardboard box to put all of. Oh, look at that. It's got all these cool dividers in it. I think this definitely should stay in the family. But I don't have anybody here that would appreciate it. So, okay, I'm just putting them on a table in the family room. Just 2 more piles. Now, some of these the kids actually gave to me personally, like King Domino. We played it once. I don't know. It wasn't terribly thrilling. Yahtzee, Sheriff. I think this was also from the kids to me. And Eureka, Pictureka. That's actually a fun game. I might keep some, like the Pictureka and maybe the King Domino one. I used to really enjoy playing games, and it would be fun to like belong to a game club or a euchre club or something like that, where we meet once a month. Um, So, but I don't know if I need to hang on to all these games just in case of that. Because if I did go to a game club, there would already be games there, right? Or maybe do a family game night once a month. That would be fun. But still, this is too many games, and we have more fun games than these. These a lot of these are kind of old. Now this one, since I'm a piano teacher, I was actually looking for this game. I couldn't remember where I put it. Musopoly. And in the summer, I do like to play games with the kids during their piano lessons. I don't know. Or I have group classes once a quarter, and we could use this in one of the group classes. So I'm going to put this one on the stairs to go up to my piano studio. All right, one more stack. And we have SpongeBob Life. I really like the original Life version. That's what I grew up with. I'm not a big fan of SpongeBob. Are you smarter than a fifth grader? That's actually a fun game. So I'm hoping one of my kids will like these because then I can play them at their house. Oodles is also fun. I remember playing it once or twice. Then we have, let me put these away, and then the last two are Pictionary and Monopoly. I know Pictionary, there was like a real fad for a while where Pictionary was really popular. And now I don't know, there's other games now that are popular. So I don't know if we really need to hang on to it. Um, the the Monopoly game, of course, is a classic. So one of my kids might like it. I'm not into it anymore. Okay, I think that takes care of that top shelf. Wow, look how beautiful that is. So empty. I'm sure there will be something that'll come along that needs that space. But in the meantime, let's see what else is in here. So I have a box of poster boards, some, what do you call this? Hardcore or some, I forget what it's called, but you have those shaped brackets, like it's a yard sign. That's what it is. So this would be great, like if I have a yard sale, or to make, like I sell bouquets, to make a sign for that. But is this the best place? Ooh, is this the best place for it? Would I didn't remember that they were here. I'd be more likely to look like in one of the, like in the plant room closet up there. So I think I'm going to have that go upstairs to my plant room closet, which will be another day that we're going to organize that. All right, let me get this stool out here. I feel like it's going to be hard to tackle the clothes without doing the floor first. There is a little room to stand. So let's look at the clothes here. So this was a Mother of the Bride outfit that I wore for my first daughter's wedding. And I did wear it for a couple other occasions, to a church fancy dinner, and then for one of my piano recitals. So it has gotten some extra wear. It doesn't fit the same as it used to. It really should be tailored. But I don't know. I don't know if I'm ready to give it up. And I do like the silver sweater that goes with a lot of things. And this is my other Mother of the Bride dress, which I also wore to the same events on different years. So these are getting used, but I feel like once I wear an outfit to a recital, I don't want to wear it again to another recital, because when I look back at the pictures, it's like it confuses me if I see the same dress in 2 different years. It's like, so anyway, so I'm not sure. if I would wear it again to those same events. But this one does fit me beautifully. It's very twirly. So I think these are two favorites. So I think I am going to hang on to them, but I'm going to move them. I have a closet in the laundry room where I keep my out of season clothes. So I'm going to put them over there so that all my clothes are out of season clothes are in one place instead of some in here and some in there. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, next we have a vacuum hose for the Kirby hanging up on a hanger. There's also some parts here on the floor and some bags. The vacuum is usually stored in here. Right now it's over there in the basement kitchen. So once I clear this out, the vacuum will come back in here. I do like to have a vacuum on each floor. This is the basement vacuum. So that is going to stay. But I think I'll just put these up here for now. Okay. And we'll leave the hose on the hanger. It keeps it out of the way. This is a dress I wore for Easter once. Look, I tried to sell it in a garage sale, and then I don't know why I decided to keep it afterwards. It really should be donated. So let me get a bag. We'll start a donation bag. So the other day I started a donation bag in my bedroom, and I used a black garbage bag. This time I'm using white. I accidentally threw the bag out in my garbage can and couldn't rescue it in time. Yeah, so with the white one, I think I'm more likely to remember what's in it because I use black garbage bags for my kitchen liner. So that's probably why my brain was thinking, oh, this is kitchen garbage, just throw it out. So anyway, so we'll start a new bag, but with a white one this time. Okay. Bunch of hangers, which we'll deal with when we're done. And then I have this beautiful sari fabric that my daughter gave to me. I don't know how long it is. It's like yards and yards long. And there's a whole bunch of different colors. So there's all this like wonderful fabric. And what I did with some of them is I cut it up into long strips and I made some rag rugs out of them. And I gave one to my daughter for her bathroom since she was the one that gave me the fabric and she loved it. So I'm thinking I could make a skirt or some loose pants or curtains even. So so I have them in here, but I need to remember that I have them and use them for something. And maybe give myself a deadline of when I need to use them by. And if I don't use them by then they have to be donated, go back out. So there's these two. And I guess I also need to evaluate, do I really like this print? Is this something I would really wear or put on my walls? I do like this one. I think it's very cool. And I'm a gardener. It makes me think about gardening. I'm actually not a fan of this one. It's black and orange and yellow and blue, and it's just not me. So I'm just going to hang that back up for now. So I am going to go ahead and donate this one. All right. And I know there's more sari fabric on the other side that we will get to. All right. So when we go through the other sari fabric, then I'll take them all over to my sewing area. Next we have some scarves. And there's quite a few here. I used to wear scarves a lot. It's hard to think about wearing. I keep bumping the microphone. I'm sorry. It's hard to think about wearing scarves in 80-degree weather. So, but I'll do my best. I have a few of these gauzy ones that are more like fashion scarves, and I used to wear them more often, but like I haven't worn this one in years. So I think I'm going to be brave and let that go. I do like these pashmina type of scarves because they can also be used as a shawl. So I do really like that. And I was actually looking for this one last winter and I forgot it was down here. So I have a place for scarves upstairs. The other day we were sorting through the entryway and there one of those bins is for scarves. So I'm going to add that up there. And I do remember that I still have to sort them because I skipped that the other day because it was in the 90s and I just couldn't bear sorting through hot gloves and mittens and hats and scarves on that day. So I know I have to go back to that. I do like this one. It makes me happy. It's a spring theme butterfly scarf. So even if I don't wear it as a scarf, I don't know what I could wear it like as a headband around my head. It kind of goes with this outfit. What do you think? All right. So I'm going to keep this one. Maybe I'll put it with my hair accessories, like my headbands upstairs. More hangers. And when we're done with all the hangers, I'm going to take a bunch over to the laundry room because I could use them over there. We have some lovely red stretchy pants that I wore once and I don't think I will ever wear again. So we are going to donate these. I'm getting there on this side. I've got to keep an eye on the time. Okay, we've still got an hour. And I got a couple of cute dresses here I forgot about. What do you think? I think I should put these back in my closet. This would be really cute, like to wear to church. It like with a little black jacket or and this one with like a little white sweat. Oh, I've got a white swing jacket, I think it's what it's called. That might look really cute with this. So I think I'm gonna hang on to these, put them back in my wardrobe. So they must have been down here. I forget why I put them down here, but sometimes it's nice to discover clothes you thought you had or you forgot you had, and then they're like getting new clothes again. All right, so I'm going to put that in the pile on the stairs. Dress before we get to the jackets. So somebody gave this to me, and I think it's pretty. It's like a, what do you call it, a lounge dress or even a nightgown, but it's very hot and clingy, and I just don't like the feel of the fabric. And I see from the tag that I tried to sell it in the garage sale, and I didn't sell it, but apparently I didn't want to just donate it back then, but I haven't used it since. So I'm going to donate it now. All right, then we've got a few jackets here. This is a Land's End, which is a good brand, and it's a good windbreaker. It's quality, but I have a navy blue one upstairs, and I don't know. I don't really. Oh, I was covering the microphone. Sorry. I have a navy blue windbreaker upstairs already. That's similar style, similar function. I don't really need two windbreakers, and I prefer the blue one. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of red for jackets right now. So I'll stick with the blue one and let someone else enjoy this one. All right, more hangers. This is a nice down jacket that I used to wear a lot, especially when the kids were younger and we would go sledding or play in the snow, or I'd be outside for quite a bit of time, or even shoveling the driveway, things like that. But it doesn't have a hood, and it's a very bright color, which is fine, but now I have a navy blue one that has a hood and comes down farther and keeps me just as warm as this and is great for snow blowing or shoveling the snow. So I haven't worn this in a few years and might as well let someone else use it who might need it more than I do. So let's see if this will fit in my bag. Okay, so I got one bag full, ready to go. Oh, there's actually one more jacket here. I might be able to squeeze in one more. They're squishy, right? No. This one is also Land's End, a beautiful dress coat, but I never wear it. I don't know. I don't have an office job that I need to dress up for. I work from home. I'm a piano teacher. Well, I do have a school job, but I just wear my regular jackets. I don't bother getting out a fancy dress jacket. And I don't really go out to eat or go to parties or things like that where I would need a fancy coat. And I don't know, I guess if I remembered that I had it, I might use it. But also, the closet that I have upstairs is short. And so a full length coat like this would be all crumpled up at the bottom and look wrinkled and bad. I'm just going to let someone else use it. That's done. And now we have all these extra hangers, which I can actually use in the laundry room. I don't know if I need all of these, but I'm going to take them over there. Now, I don't know if I'd actually use this. I was putting my scarves on it for a while. Maybe I should use this for my pashmina scarves instead of putting them with my winter scarves, because I think I have room for that in the front closet. So I think I'll put it with that scarf pile. All right. This is a lot of hangers. Some of these I don't think. My favorite hangers are the velvet ones like this, because the clothes don't fall off of them. So I'm not a big fan of the other ones. The only thing I use the wire ones for are for crafts. And so I do want to hang on to some of the wire ones because like if I'm making a mobile or wind chimes, or there's just certain things you need that heavy duty wire for. And also I've decided to make my closet look neater. I'm only going to use white or black hangers. So that means we're not going to use the brown or the turquoise or the gray. I'm going to put those in the donation box because I have more hangers than I need. We don't need to save them all. I'm not going to use the green. I do like to hang on to the skirt hangers, but some of these old plastic ones, I mean, they're turning yellow. They're so old. I mean, they do come in handy for like dresses that have straps, but I don't have very many, if any, of those. So where's the garbage can? All right, so I'm gonna keep just like a couple of these just in case. The ones that are actually more white. And then we're going to let the yellow ones, the old yellow ones, go. All right, and there's a couple more white. We're going to let this one go. The wooden one, I'm going to put in the coat closet upstairs. Oh, don't fall. Okay. Okay, those are the wire ones. The coat closet, the wooden hangers for the coat closet, because they work better than these plastic ones for holding heavy coats. And this one works good like for sweaters, so it doesn't pull them out of shape. So I am going to hang on to that. I'm just going to put these over in the laundry room. I'll be right back. Oop. Okay, time to hydrate again. All right. Okay, let's see. What else can you see in the camera from this view? We've got some crutches in the back, because you never know when you're going to need a pair of crutches. But ever since we've had them, we have not needed them. So does that mean if we get rid of them, that we will all of a sudden need them? Is it kind of like that? If you bring an umbrella, it won't rain, but if you forget your umbrella, it will. I think crutches are easy to come by from, and maybe even insurance covers them if you need them. I could put them in the garage and store them there, but then why? I don't know. And at my age, I'm more likely to need a walker than crutches. Like if I had knee surgery or something like that. And I would either need a walker or I would want the other kind of crutches where it supports your elbow instead of going under your arms. So I guess cannot donate these. So I'm going to put them over here, and remember to put them in the car to donate them. All right, let's look in that black bag in the back first. I have no idea what is in there. This is got some beads at the top and some yarn. I think it's some kind of a craft that somebody made. Oh, look at these. Aren't these pretty? Oh, there's 3 in here. Yeah, so one of my kids made these a few years ago and probably forgot they were here. And now they have their own apartment, so they might appreciate having these again to decorate their apartment with. So I'm gonna put it over where the games are, take pictures, and see if they would like to come get these. And if they don't want those back, I might want to keep them and hang them in the family room, or maybe outside in the garden. Those would be cool to hang outside, wouldn't they? All right, what else do we have? Oh, now we've got a new bag, but this is a black bag, so I have to be careful if I'm going to use this to maybe tag it or something, so remember what's in it. So you can see we've got more stuff on hangers, and we've got a couple of sleeping bags up here. Ugh. I do not do camping anymore. I do hotels when I go anywhere if I'm not staying with family. So I think I'll see if any of my family members would like these sleeping bags. And the only thing I could think of is if we had some guests and we needed more places to sleep. But I have a queen size guest bed and I've got, a couple couches. So chances are we won't need them. So I will check with the kids to see if they want them. I suppose I could keep them on that shelf and just write myself a note to ask them if they want them, take a picture, send it. But there's something about getting them out of here because since I know they're leaving the house, I might as well get them out of here and have that shelf be empty and available for something else. All right, so on this side we have a whole bunch of linens like tablecloths and shower curtains and table runners, things like that. So I need, oh, and there's some sari fabric in here too. So let's see. Some of these I do like a lot and I use them frequently, at least, seasonally. So I would like to hang on to them. Like this is one of my favorites, this checkered one. So I'm going to move the ones I definitely want to keep to the other side. And I like this fall one a lot, so I'm going to keep that. And my birthday's in the fall, so that's the one I like to use for my birthday. This linen one, it's a square one, and I like it because I have a round table, and squares work better on round tables than rectangles do. And I do like vintage types of things, and this has a really pretty, I don't know if you can see it. It's like on this cut, I forget what you call this kind of cutout embroidery. Um, it it needs to be ironed, but that's the one drawback to it. It needs to be ironed, and but I usually wait until I actually need it and then I iron it. So I would like to hang on to this one. This is a sheer curtain, and I don't have any purpose for this one, so I'm going to let it go. I think I was looking for some shears for the bedroom, and this one just wasn't the right size. I picked up some at Goodwill. So this is a table runner that my mother made, and I love to use it in the fall. It's got little pumpkins on it. So I'm going to hang on to that one. This is another white tablecloth. And I don't even remember what size this is. This feels like I actually ironed it. It's another square, it looks like. Yes. So I like to have tea parties. And you need a nice white tablecloth to have a tea party. I have three sisters, and we all live, within an hour of each other. And my mom and my aunt, and we we like to get together regularly, and I like to do tea parties. So I'm going to hang on to this for that. An extra hanger. Okay, let's see. This is a new table runner I got for Easter. So I'm going to hang on to that. Okay, so here's the pale green one I got for Easter. So I'm going to hang on to that. All right. Then I've got a couple of these white table runners. I actually got these at the Dollar Tree. They've got like little tassels on them. I think I got them when I was decorating for one of my kids' weddings. And we put them like underneath the buffet. Ooh, this one says 50 cents. I think I was going to sell it in the garage sale. These do, I mean, I do decorate at church for things, and this would be nice, like to go across the communion table or when we decorate for winter, for Christmas. Um, and for my recital, I could use these like on the awards table. So I think I need to hang on to these. Now here's a piece of lace that I picked up at Goodwill. I'm not sure what it was originally for. It could have been a dresser scarf, or maybe it was a veil, a mantilla. Let me think. So I I used it for a valance for a while, stuck it up on top of some curtain rods, but I'm not using it anymore. And right now I can't think of a place I would need it. So I think I'm going to let it go. Now I've got another white tablecloth, and this is a really long one. But I don't think I've used it. There's still a dry cleaning tag on it. We had smoke damage in our old house, and so they cleaned everything. And that was back in 2012. And I haven't used it since then. So something tells me that I won't be using this one. I don't mind, and plus, I don't really like ironing something this big. I don't mind ironing the small square tablecloths for a tea party, but a big long one like this, I don't really have the patience for. I'd rather, and plus, I'm a little scared of using white for dinner, like Thanksgiving dinner. Like somebody's gonna spill gravy on it, and it's harder to clean. So I think I will let someone else enjoy this. This is a nice red tablecloth that I like using for Christmas, so I'm going to hang on to that. This is a dresser cloth, and I don't really have the kind of dresser that uses this anymore. So I'm going to let this one go. This is a stretchy tablecloth that stretches over a table. And I can't remember, maybe this was on my awards table. I can't remember why I originally got it, but I really haven't used it since then. So I'm going to let this one go too. Oh, no. This is a taco costume for a dog. So of course we can't get rid of this because we still have the dog. And, you know, for Halloween, this is what she dresses up in. This is actually one of my favorite table runners, this plaid one. And I like putting this on the coffee table at Christmas time. So, and I'm Scottish, half Scottish, so definitely want to save this. Okay, now we have some more sari fabric. This one looks like it's made out of silk, and it's got like a purple blending into a red with this gold border. And I think this would be beautiful as a sari, but I can't imagine it as anything else. Like so. This is a cute little apron made by, I don't know, the Amish or the Mennonite. I found it at a Mennonite store, and I just thought it was really cute. You have to put it on over your head though. I guess a lot of them you do, but it just is a little bit small for me. And so I only wore it like once or twice. And then I ended up getting a different pullover apron that I liked better, that fit me better. So, and plus I wanted something I could wear any season. And I do have another Christmas apron that I can wear. So I think we'll let this one go, even though I paid good money for it. And this is a table runner my aunt made. So I could use this in the fall. So I do want to hang on to that. All right, looks like we have a clear shower curtain here that never got used. I'm thinking the one that I have upstairs, how long has it been since I replaced it? So I think I'll take a look at that to see if it needs replacing and then put this one up there, or at least put it in the closet there so it can be the backup when I do want to replace it. All right. The other thing that could be used for is like a craft tablecloth. Like if you have a fabric tablecloth, you could put the clear one over it to protect it while you're doing crafts. So might use it for that. This has got more hangers. And we've got 1, 2, 3, we've got 4 more saris here. This one is kind of cool. I kind of like this fabric, but it's very sheer. Feels like polyester. That's the only thing I don't really like how the fabric feels. And because it is so sheer, I'd have to like put a lining with it. I think it would be too hot. Maybe it would be good for curtains, but this doesn't go with any of the decor that I can think of in my, this kitchen here does have red on the walls, but let me think, because there's I used a different shower curtain to cover over a table, a shelf there. This might look better there. I think I like that idea. I think I need to put that in my notebook as another summer idea. Thing to do this summer. I'm going to put this in my sewing room. It's already been an hour, but this is going to be edited down so it won't feel as long to you. Okay, let's look and see what else we have. We've got some more sari fabric. These all are red themed on this side. I'm going to let this one go. This one just doesn't do anything for me. Oh, this is another pretty one. Let this one go since we already have the other one for that shelf. The other idea I had was to make these into another rag rug. But I still have a bunch left of the strips I cut for the first rag rugs I made, and they're brighter colors like pinks and oranges and yellows, and the fabric also was nicer to work with rather than this sheer fabric, which would fray a lot. So I'm fine with letting those go. Then we have an apron that my aunt made. It's reversible, but it doesn't have any pockets. And I really prefer aprons that have pockets. So, but I feel it's hard for me to get rid of something that my aunt made. You know, she's a sewer and I love her a lot. So I think what I might do is make some of my own pockets to put on here. I could maybe even make those, line them up so they're on both sides. So I'll put that in my sewing project because I do like wearing aprons. It's nice, and to wear one that my aunt made would be special. I have to teach a lesson in about, well, 20 minutes. So got to see how much we can get done. Might have to come back to this. We'll see. Okay. Look at all these hangers. Okay, then we have this piece of fabric that is cute. I inherited a bunch of fabric, and this was one of them. And it is cute. It could be made into a quilt. You could put a backing on it. You could hem the edges and make a tablecloth. I'm going to donate it and let someone else use it. Okay, and here is my green tablecloth that I use for Christmas. So now I have all the tablecloths over here on this side. And oh, this was the one sari fabric that I thought I'd make some clothing out of, like a skirt or some loose pants. So I'm gonna put this over with my sewing stuff. I'll be right back. Sort these hangers too. So we're gonna donate all the colored ones. We're just gonna keep black or white. That helps to reduce them down. There's a few wire ones in here too. Okay. I don't know how we got so many different colors. It's like, did we get a rainbow pack or something? I don't know. So we'll leave the wire ones here for crafts, so I know where to find them. And we'll take these over to the laundry room. So from the top of the closet, it looks pretty clean, but now we have to look at the bottom of the closet. So let me tilt this down. All right, so you can see we still have some work to do here. This part may be a little hard. We have a piece of foam. What do you call this? Insulated bubble wrap. But I actually use this, I have an Etsy shop and I ship plants in the mail, and we use this inside the boxes to make sure the plants don't freeze or get overheated. So I will add this to my shipping cupboard. Oh, okay. So we've got a box of frames here, and it has some artwork in it too. And I don't remember, is there a signature? I don't recognize this signature. So I'm not sure who made that one. I do know who made this one of my kids. And there's also this one. And this one. They were kind of on a roll with that pattern. And there's some, this is just a random picture. It's not of anybody I know. This is a family thing that my sister-in-law made for us. It's super cute. So I think I'll put this one on the memory shelf because I think that's super cute. I want to hang on to that. Picture of my parents. I don't really have a place where I'm displaying family pictures right now, and I've kind of missed that. So I feel like I want to look through here and choose. Now, some of this is just for decor. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to make a pile of family photos. I'm going to make a pile of of decor, a pile of artwork, and then I have some just plain frames that could be used. So a pile of plain frames. So, like, I feel like these should be displayed somewhere. These are our cats, Emmy and Squiggles. I had to think for a second. So I feel like some of these really should be displayed somewhere. So that actually should, like, does this go with art or with family? We'll put them with art. Family. That's art. This is art. I don't know. I feel like I don't know if someone in our family made this or if this is just something I picked up. Because I don't think it's a family thing. Okay, that's family. This is just a frame. We have some baby pictures. Family baby pictures. Family. Lots of family photos. Some of them are funny. Woo. Family. Oh, that frame broke. Oh, that was one of my favorite photos too. I'll have to see if I can find a different frame for that, or maybe some of these I could just put in an album instead of keeping them in frames. This was me in high school. Like, I don't know if do the kids want these displayed somewhere? Okay, we got to think about this. Like for Swedish Death Cleaning, what would I think what I'll do is like put each of the kids' photos with their memory albums on the memory shelf, and then they can decide what to do with them. But I would like to, some of these are just so darn cute. I would like to like just take a photo of each one just for my own memory. High school pictures. This is some art. High school picture, art. Some art. What is this? More photos, family photos. Yeah, this could be, I think that's art. There. Family photo. Family photo. I think, to be honest, I went through kind of a dark period with my family, and that's why I put all our family photos into a box, to be honest. They used to be displayed on the fireplace, around the family room, but we went through a really painful time for a couple reasons, and so I put all the family photos away, and the memory albums and things like that just got put on a shelf. I stopped working on them. But now I'm in a much better place, thankfully. And so I think I'd be okay with putting some of these back out. So there's a lot of good memories here that are important that we need to hang on to. All right, so there's some broken pieces in here from the frame. I'm going to put the family ones back in here so I can take them over to the memory shelf. Or maybe I'll take them to the family room first, because I do want to put some out onto the fireplace again, and maybe put some on the walls. And also, when I see pictures of my kids, it reminds me to pray for them. Yeah. And other family members. Okay. I'm not into coffee. I'm into tea. I suppose this could be tea, but this decoration style just isn't me. And this could just be used as a frame for somebody, something else. I'm going to take this over to the memory shelf. All right, I was just looking at the time and realizing I have to start piano lessons in a few minutes. So we're going to have to stop there, pick up from here, hopefully tomorrow, and do part 2 of sorting through the basement closet. And I'll put away I'll take the bag of donations. Well, we have 2 bags of donations. I'll take them out to the car to add to the other donations that are in there waiting to get dropped off. Hopefully be able to do that tomorrow or Friday. And then the things on the stairs, I'll put those away. And then we'll continue with the decluttering as soon as I can. All right. Take care.